All right, I'm gonna do a re-review from my previous channel, Clint Howard in EVILSPEAK. Let's check it out. Our film starts out in Spain a few hundred years back, where Richard Mall, who plays Esteban, is getting banished from Spain for, black magic rituals, Satan stuff. And here's Esteban chopping the head off of a woman. Fast forward a few hundred years, there's Clint Howard, the star of our movie. He gets bullied by the other cadets at this military academy. Well, he gets punished and gets sent to the base where he has to do some cleanup, and he meets R.G. Armstrong.
Well, I came down looking for the Reverend. I was supposed to start cleaning out the cellar.
Nobody told me about it.
While he's digging around downstairs, he finds a bunch of old stuff, which actually date back to Esteban. Book about magic, some altars, potions, who the hell knows what else. And then there's this scene, a jar full of something. What the hell's going on here? Is that Esteban? It sure the hell is. But just a dream.
Unplug my clock.
Well, he takes that book that he found, and it's in Latin, and he uses his computer to translate it into English. I, Esteban, have come to know that the entire world is a domain of evil. Interesting. The people in charge basically bully him too.
Now, I know you miss your folks, but you have to accept the fact that they're gone and make the best of it.
Well, he left that magic book in the secretary's office, and she was diddling with it, played with it a little bit, and then his punishment of feeding these pigs, something happens to the pigs. The more she messes with the book, the more wild the pigs become. He thinks they took his book.
You know what book I'm talking about, Bubba.
I don't know nothing about no book.
Maybe you don't. But you guys broke my catapult. You're gonna pay for that.
Satan, hear my plea. He's typing stuff into his computer, or translating some more stuff. Sounds like he might be looking to do some sort of ritual.
By the face of the divine majesty, and by the four beasts before the throne, by the fire which is about the throne, I conjure and command thee, O Prince of Darkness, and show thyself to me, in beastly or in human form. Come peaceably, visibly, and without delay.
Well, he asked for something to appear, and all of a sudden these beasts appear. Are they really black magic beasts? Whatever it is, he knocked himself out.
Oh, Christ. I think we went too far this time, Bubba.
Oh, he'll be all right. He's just cold cocked. Jesus, did you see the look on his face?
What the hell are you doing down here?
He thought those creatures were real. He never saw them with their masks off, so he thought whatever he did worked.
What is this place?
Well, I was going to tell you about it.
Dog.
Stanley Cooper Smith has a puppy down there he's keeping with him.
I'll show you.
Please?
Please.
Well, Stanley's computer starts going haywire, and then this happens to R.G. Armstrong. Looks like his neck is being twisted. Oh, yeah. You don't recover from that. Stanley searches the underground area where he is a little further, and lo and behold, he comes across the grave of Esteban. In one of the most gratuitous nude scenes you'll find, we see that secretary who, for no reason, we gotta see her shower, but hey, I'm glad they do, because she's pretty. The next thing you know, pigs break into her bathroom and eat her.
Hey, who think you're gonna pay for this?
You think that we're gonna lose this game because of you? You got another thing coming. You so much as show your face. And I'm gonna twist you in half.
This is the last straw, Private. Not only are you not going to play in the game tomorrow, but as of now, you are off the team.
Anyway, all the bullies find his underground lair. You might recognize that big guy as Dorfus from the movie Joysticks.
That's like black magic.
It's a black mass and invite the devil.
Well, then the lead bully finds the puppy, Fred, and is encouraged by everybody else to kill him, which is exactly what he does. Dick. Stanley, of course, is heartbroken. So now he plots his revenge. He gets discovered. And watch this, he's got some sort of super strength.
Call. Give life to the instruments of my retribution.
And then he turns into Esteban briefly.
Imbue these creatures with your strength and force. Let them avenge me, and I will pledge my soul to you and serve you for all eternity.
Well, the team is in a church getting a lesson from the Reverend. And I think all hell's about to break loose. And then he starts chopping heads. And the pigs show up. There goes Dorfus, eaten by a pig. He's not done beheading people. The main bully, Bubba, discovers R.G. Armstrong, who was dead. I don't know what he is now. Finds him in the basement and rips his heart out. The prologue says that Stanley was the only survivor of this, and he's been in a mental institution ever since. All right, let's talk about EVILSPEAK. I think this is the fourth time in my life that I've seen this movie. I saw it when I first rented it and copied it, which was about 1986. Then I retaped it on SP speed tape, VHS tape, in about 1993 maybe. And I watched it then. I watched it in 2012 and I did a review on my previous channel. And now it's 2021 and I'm watching it again. I always had fond memories of this movie. And I can see why. I enjoyed this movie quite a bit, actually. It's about a guy, Clint Howard. He plays Coopersmith. Shit, what was his first name? Stanley? Stanley Coopersmith. Not to be confused with Barney Coopersmith from My Blue Heaven, but anyway, I digress. He's in a military academy, West Andover, and he's kind of bullied. He's on the soccer team there, but he's not very good because everybody has to participate. He gets bullied by all the other cadets, and he's just kind of lonely. He ends up finding this book in the basement of this rectory or wherever the hell they are. And it turns out it's the book that belongs to this guy named Esteban, who was the Satanist, black magic type guy from hundreds of years earlier, who is actually buried down there. Now, at the very beginning of this movie, we saw Esteban, played by Richard Mall from Night Court, by the way. We saw him get banished from Spain, and then he kept vowing that I will return, I will return. He was banned for doing the black magic shit. So, but anyway, Stanley, Clint Howard's character, he finds this book. He translates the Latin into English using his home computer, a 1981 home computer, and he finds out that it's full of spells and everything else, and he starts doing a few spells. And at one point later on, he has this little puppy down there, and some of the cats break into his place down there, and they kill the puppy. So he's really pissed at this point. So he decides to open up his magic book again and really get serious. And then he goes after them. Now they're all down there eventually, or they're all in the church at one point, and then all hell breaks loose. He bursts up into the church and he's floating. He's got a sword. A spike comes out of the Jesus cross and hits the coach in the head and kills him, or hits one of the people in the head. And then he basically starts beheading everybody with a sword in there. He kills everybody there. And that's pretty much the movie. At the very end, we find out that he was the only survivor of this massacre, and he's been in an insane asylum ever since. And that is Evil Speak for you. So there you go. Clint Howard, R.G. Armstrong, what was the guy? Don Stroud, I think this guy who played Bubba, the chief bad guy, I guess you could say. A couple of nude scenes thrown in, or maybe it was actually there's some male nudity, but no, there was a topless scene, a shower scene, so gratuitous. The woman was only in the movie for like 3 seconds, but they had to show her in her office and then in the shower. So, but bless you, she was a lovely looking woman, by the way. I wish we could have seen more of her. But anyway, that is Evil Speak. Some really good gore in this movie, by the way. Like I said, there's some beheadings. There's a scene where a head gets chopped in two. R.G. Armstrong was in this movie also. Pulls out a guy's heart from his body. Very gory. Just a very cool movie. I really enjoyed this quite a bit. I really like Clint Howard. He always, especially back then, he was always playing kind of like a nerdy, dorky, kind of picked on kid. And I like that. I actually just watched the movie Cotton Candy last week that he was in also. So I have Corky on the brain. I should say Clint on the brain. So he was Corky in that movie, by the way. So anyway, that is Evil Speak. I believe it's on Blu-ray now too, so I'll leave a link to that down below if you're looking to get it on Amazon. And I highly recommend that you get it because it's a good one. It's a nice 80s horror movie. Got some gore, got some nudity, and it's pretty well done. So check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about it. Evil Speak. Watch it. Bye.